Hi everybody, welcome to my video today. This is going to be a simply layered page. I know it's a Monday and I don't usually share memory keeping items on Monday. This video was supposed to go up on Friday, but I am dealing with some summertime craziness. So we're going to go ahead and put this up today. This is going to be a simply pages. So I'm going to do some scrapbooking, some traditional pages. But one of the questions that I have gotten several times that I wanted to address is if you do a traditional page and you're also doing pocketed pages, how do you make that work? Meaning, if I have a pocketed page here and then I do a traditional page, what goes on the back? How do you figure that out? So I wanted to show you guys. I have some simply layered pages in here. This is our family album. And what I have here is my stories of home, which I do every year. This is something that I do with my Simply Documented group. And so you can see that I have the simply layered page that I did in the home theme. And what I have here is the layout. So I have this side, you know, side A and then side B. And then I have some pocketed pieces kind of sandwiched in between because this is all going to be stories of home. So what I have here is on this side, I have a regular 12 by 12 pocket and it's blank here. And then I have one here as well. So you can see here I have a 12 by 12 photo, which is actually what I will have here as well. So this is going to be a 12 by 12 photo of an aerial shot of our home. So I had a friend that came over and he happened to have a camera, a droid that he could fly, and he went up and he took a big large photo of the aerial, you know, an aerial view of our home. So because this is going to be stories of home, I'm going to do a 12 by 12 photo here of that part of our home, and then I'll do some traditional type embellishing and scrapbooking on that, and that will go ahead and take us into the stories of home. And then I had this one printed, and I get this printed through the Project Life app, and it's a large photo. So what I'm going to show you today is something if you did not have a large photo. This isn't always an option. Sometimes you might not have a 12 by 12 photo to kind of go into your week. This is week 19. That's not done yet. And all of my stuff is kind of sandwiched in between week 19. So the way that my focus on our family album is I do it weekly, and then any kind of insert or extra thing that's happening kind of goes into that week, into the middle of that week. So again, here's something where this is week 19. Or I'm sorry, this is week 20. And then in here, I have something that I've printed out in the Project Life app. This was the week of the royal wedding. And so I did a little Project Life. I did 2 of them. And I just sandwiched it into this week. So here's the photos that I took from online of the royal wedding. It's front and back. And then here's the picture of us watching the royal wedding. And that was Saturday. So then I have this little insert. So it's front and back. And so you could do that with a simply layered page if you just did front and back into the middle of something. But let me show you something that I'm going to do that is not a large photo or is not done with the app. It's actually making the pocketed page work with a simply layered kind of traditional page. So right here we're going to be working on a simply layered page, and we are going to have the other side reflect this design and these colors, but we're going to be able to more easily incorporate our pocketed pages into this. So let me zoom you in a little bit. I'm here on my grid mat because that's how I like to line things up. We're using the Share What You Love paper. And this month we launched, Carrie and I, my friend Carrie, another demonstrator, and I launched our simply layered pages, our simply layered kits, and they include one simply layered page, and then they also include a simply layered card, and they are kits. I'm going to link our video right up here where you can check the details of that out. And for this month, we used the Share What You Love designer paper. So what I have here is one of my favorite sheets of that, of the Share What You Love. And then I have a couple strips of this Grapefruit Groove simple, basic design, and that's in our basic collection. So what I'm going to do here is I want to layer these together. This one side is going to be very simple. I want some photo mats that are going up and down, that are more vertical and not so horizontal. So what I like to do is just line this up on my mat, and then I use these grid lines to go ahead and place these in here. So this paper comes in a 6x6 stack. So this is going to be 1 inch here by 6 inches. So 2 of these little strips are going to work right across this page to create this border down here. So the next thing I have is I just have 2 photo mats, and these are in Blackberry Bliss. And what I want to be able to do is just layer them right here like this. And I could definitely layer them. Let me pick these up again. So one thing that I could do, if this little seam bothered you right here, what I could do is layer these on top of this, which I think I might do. I feel like it works a little bit better maybe. So what I'm going to do is just add some adhesive and add these photo mats right down. So these photo mats are 6 1/4 by 4 1/4, which means a 4x6 photo is going to fit on there perfectly. Okay, so that looks really good. So the next thing that I've done is I've taken the stitched dies that we have. They're called. So I've just taken these stitched labels framelets, and these are great framelets. They have this little circle. They have this little tiny heart that is stitched, and I'm using that. The other thing that I'm using today are these Memory and More cards, and they're really gorgeous. They go really great with our Love, Share What You Love designer paper. They have these great designs and colors and cards, and we're going to use these cards on our other side of our page. So what I've done is I've taken 2 of the cards, and you can see that I've used the framelets to cut the designs out. So I'm only wasting 2 of the cards because I've cut them and I've used them, and I have still a little bit of pieces that I could still use if I wanted to. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and place these circles right down the edge here. And then I want to layer these stitched hearts right on these circles. Now, the other thing that I can do is I have a lot of room up here that is going to allow me to have a title if I wanted to have a title. And then also if I wanted to put some journaling down here. So we're going to have our 2 photos here. We have these here. I'm going to attach these, and then you'll be able to see that. And then I have this space up here where I will be able to add a title. So let me bring over my next page here. So this is something that you could do in the pocket, in a Project Life pocket. So you can see here that this is the way we're going to lay this out. But I'm going to use a Project Life pocketed page here. So I have it right here, and this is a Becky Higgins Design W, and it has 2 4x6 up here. It has 1 4x6 here, 2 3x4 here, and then 2 4x6 here. So what I can do is, this is just actually a really fun Erin Condren card that I had gotten that just happened to match everything perfectly. So I can stick that right here in this first pocket because I'm not doing anything with it. And then I always like to make some white frames where I'm going to put photos. And I actually would like a photo here on this one as well. And I'll just use this as a photo mat. So I'll cut this and put a photo here. And sometimes these pockets are a little bit larger than 4x6. So that's a nice thing that you can do so that the photos don't slide around so much, is you can attach them to cardstock. And so we have 2 of those here. So you can see that. So these 2 will be photos, and then I'm not doing anything to this. So I know it's a little bit hard to see because of the glare. That's why I'm going to be working kind of on this so you guys don't have to deal with that glare. So now I have 2 pieces here. Now you'll notice that my pockets up here are not split. So what I'm going to do is, what's really easy is you can take some of the cardboard that comes in your designer paper, or you can take a piece of Whisper White cardstock. It doesn't have to be a 12 by 12. In fact, let's just grab an 8.5 by 11 to use. And that way we don't waste a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock. And all you have to do is cut down a card to 4 by 6. And I think we're going to need 2 of those to make it work in the pockets. So the great thing about the Project Life system is you can really make it work with whatever you have. If you have pockets and you're wanting to do something traditional, you can pair it together. You can do something like this where we're cutting these and we're just using them as a template. So over here on this side, what I want is, I want a photo to go here. I don't need to use this white square because you guys are going to see that there's going to be a photo here. But what I want is a journaling card on this side. So what I'm going to do is just add this right to my template here. I'm going to be doing some other decorative stuff, but I want to show you guys how this is going to start to look. So we have our piece here. There will be a photo now that will go here, and there'll be a photo that goes here. So now we have this down here. This is going to go here. This is going to go here. I would like this to go here, and then I would like a journaling card to go here. So again, for this piece, what I'm going to do is just put some adhesive onto the card that I've made, and then we're going to put our journaling card here on this side. Put our decorative card or our filler card right here on this side, and that's going to go here. So again, in keeping with the theme of simply layered pages, where you're setting up your pages and you don't have photos yet, this is a perfect way to be able to do that. You can set up these pockets, and then you will be able to drop your photos in at a later time. So a couple of the things that we're going to go ahead and add to this. I have one of the flowers that we used in our page kit for this month, and it can go in any of these places. I like to spread the color out, so I'd like to try to keep things balanced. So I have a little bit of this mint macaroon here, so I'm going to go ahead and put this flower here, just like that. I think that's going to be enough for that pocket. We could put a rhinestone or something in the middle of there if we wanted to. Remember, these are going to be photos. This is right in here. And then this set of Memory and More cards, it has some that will also work that we could add not only to the photos, but like this one we could add right here. And this could be another place for another photo if we wanted. And then again, we are keeping that color, balancing that color out, just like that. It works for a filler card, or we can put a little photo there when we come to using this page in our album. So we'll put that there. So we have that, and then now we have these pieces right here. So I do have another circle that I could use. I could cut a couple more hearts. I had this that I cut out, this stitched piece, and I was kind of thinking of doing something like this. I feel like I don't like that now that I have this piece of color. I feel like it doesn't work. So what I can do is just add this, and I can put a photo here and trim it down. I have my spots here for photos and then journaling. So then let's look at how the whole page looks together. Okay, so now we have this side right here, and this has our circles right on there, and then our room for a title, because again, when I'm doing simply layered pages, I don't always know which photos I'm going to use or what this layout will be used for. So I have this, and then I have my pocketed page that will go right next to it, just like this. So then when I turn it, on the back side, I can just go into like my normal pocketed pieces. And then the other thing that you can do is, for this side, you could just add your cards right on the back of your 12 by 12 for your pocketed pieces. So if you didn't have a larger photo, or you know, you had pocketed photo, like you were in a pocketed layout situation, just add those to the back of your pages and put it in a 12 by 12. And so this side will look like it's pocketed, but it'll be in a 12 by 12 page protector. Then you'll go into this, and then here's the next side that is in the pocketed, and then you'll turn it and then just continue on. So there's always ways to work around it, and you just have to think creatively, think outside of the box of what you're going to do outside of the page protector, and these come together really easily. So I hope you enjoyed the Simply Layered page. This was a mix of Project Life cards, or Memory and More cards, and traditional layouts. Carrie and I will be releasing another Simply Layered kit at the beginning of next month. So we'll have one that comes out every single month at the beginning of the month, and we're so excited about it, and we think that the kits are turning out beautiful. We're working on them, and they're a lot of fun. So I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will be back on Wednesday to share another video with you guys. So much for hanging out with me today and watching my videos. Here are 2 other of my most recent videos. I would love for you guys to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will catch you in my next video. I hope you all have a wonderful day.